Good morning. Wednesday, hump day, man, hump day. So it's 2 minutes to 8. I'm gonna go on and pull out. So I need to put fuel in this truck. One thing about the 921 is it does drink a lot more fuel than any other mower I got. So a couple things about yesterday's video. Now I don't, and you know, I mean, I love having my guy out here. He does a great job. And you know, but considering that I'm paying, and I pay pretty good, and I have, you know, and I'm trying to put him in the best scenario to win too, and I'm learning as well. So at the end of the day, it ain't nothing. I'm not trying to belittle him or anything like that. I'm trying to make him better. Who are you to make somebody better? Well, I'm the one that's paying, and I'm the one that's been doing this a long time. And the reason he came out here to work was not just to make money, but he told me and him had a conversation before he ever came. He said, I want to learn how to do this better than what I know now. That's what I mean, we had a direct conversation like that when he first came out here. He watches the videos, so he knows kind of what the expectations are from me, right? Now this 8 or 8:30 timing thing, well, I understood that from the very beginning. And if it's consistent, then I can work with it. What needs to happen, and I'm not talking about just him, but for me, is the consistency. If I know a guy's coming in at 8, I can work with it. If I know he's coming in at 9, I can work with it. If I know he's coming in at 10, well, I ain't doing that. So, you see what I'm saying? So my thinking is just the consistency so that I can put us, me and him, in the best scenario to make the most money in the minimal time. And that's what it's all about to me. If a guy comes in at 8:15 one day, and he's 8:30 the next day, then he's 7:45 the next day, and then he's 8:45 the next day. See, I have a hard time putting us in the best scenario to win. Because what that does is that makes it where I can't plan. And I don't care what anybody says, all these gurus out here, these Harvard grads cutting grass. I don't care what anybody really says, you know, if I can't predict that, then I can't make as much money. However you want to look at it, whether we save time, energy, effort, I need to be able to plan accordingly. And when a guy does that, it throws me all off. If he can't be here at 8, just say, hey man, I'll be there at 8:30. If you can't be here at 8:30, say, hey man, I'll be here at 8:45. You know, let me know, and then let's stick to that. And then over time, that will develop into it'll develop into a way for me to make more money. And for him to make more money, because no matter what anybody says, the more money the business makes, the more money my people make. Pure and simple. It ain't rocket science. But we are not going to make more money doing things like we're doing things and me not know everything, because we're not going to be able to get enough work done to justify it. So, and I'm basing all this, you know, timing stuff on my experience out here, and having guys out here and being in business for a while, and knowing all the properties that we're doing, not just cutting grass, but the exact properties. So I already know what you know, the expectations are from the customer, and I already know the timing of everything is well, the timing is everything, man. So I have to be able to time things accordingly. And if I can't do that, then that's a problem for me. And it means that we're not going to make as much money. And if I don't make as much money, then my guy's not going to make as much money. So it's all about being the most efficient with our time that we have out here. And again, I'm only going to spend 5 or 6 hours, 6 or 7 hours out here either way. I mean, that's just me, y'all. But I got to put fuel in the truck. And yeah, $140 in fuel to fill up the 2 mowers on this truck, on this trailer and the truck. The truck was all the way on E. I usually don't let it get that low. But, you know, it is what it is, man. So I'm headed over here to the first one. We're going to have to do things a little bit different. I have to incorporate the one out in Gay, Georgia. If a guy could get here earlier, then it wouldn't be such a thorn in the butt, because if we could get over there, if we could be out there in Gay at 8, that'd be just swell. But we're not able to do that because he has to take his kids to school and stuff. So, and I don't want to go out there by myself on a day when we got all this other work to do. So we're just going to have to take a freaking hit. I mean, I'm going to take a hit on that one. He's going to be in the second truck, but he's going to have to park that truck in a location that's on the way to, and I know I got a spot we can park the truck. So then he can hop in the truck with me, and we'll go cut that big yard with the 2 mowers on this trailer, and he can just leave his truck and trailer at well, a buddy of mine owns a gas station out here, so old hole in the wall that I used to go to eat breakfast at every day. We can park the truck there. Ain't nobody gonna fool with nothing there. So I'm going to the first one just to kind of fill in time while I'm waiting on him. I don't know what time he said that he had to take his kids to school. He's on his way, but I don't know what that means. That doesn't tell me a lot. Are you on your way from where? I mean, I'll be there in 10 minutes, 15 minutes. That works a lot better. But, you know, it's like I said, it's not a great big ordeal. I keep talking about it because what it does is, well, it makes it where, you know, we're only going to be out here a certain amount of time, and I'm not going to work later because the guy can't start when I get ready to start. So just going to make it mean where the money that he makes and I make is just what the money that we make. We're not going to make any more extra. It's a given I'm going to do the list, but I'd like to be able to do some extra stuff on here, but sometimes you just can't, man. Because you know, we're not going to have time. See, by the time I take both of us out to Gay, Georgia and back, shit, that's a 2-hour event right there. And that ain't nobody's fault, man. The other customer died, and that I had out there. I had another one next door out there that I was doing. And that one was sweet because now I was able to do 2 of them out there, and that made sense because hell, it only take me another 45 minutes or so I could go out there and spend a couple of hours, maybe 3 hours out there, and I would make, you know, $350, you know, and it'd be easy work too, man, you know. And I could do that solo, but it doesn't make sense to take 2 trucks out there for the one property. It's just too far. I will draw the line somewhere on taking the second truck. So, but we need the second truck over here. There's a lot of little ways that you can do just to keep things moving, keep things going. Even if you're not being 100% total profit or whatever, but you're still in a good, you're working in a way to where and that is not a big deal, because everything else you're doing is super lucrative and super effective and everything. So, but over here, I've been doing this one the whole time I've been in business, actually even before then. So yeah, but we need the push mower over here, and where's the push mower, y'all? It's on his trailer. So all I need him to do is and I don't know, you know, the GPS will tell me when the truck cranks up. So see, he hadn't got to my house yet. So I'm gonna sit here and kick it for y'all, and this is the time that I'm talking about. I'm here, but my hands are kind of tied because the timing of everything. When we leave here, we got to leave together. Since we're going out to Gay, Georgia. I'm going to do that one this morning. I'm gonna text him. I already told him I'm coming out there. The only way I'm not coming out there is if he tells me no. and that's going to affect the money. So we'll have to incorporate something else if so. But I don't want anybody to think that I'm not grateful and appreciative of everything that my new guy's doing, man, because he's doing a lot of really good things, and we can build on that. And I have no intention of firing him or letting him go or anything, man. I like him out here. I can't emphasize that enough. But I want to keep it real with everybody, and I want to keep it real with him. We can do better. I can do better, and we will, you know. So that's why he came out here. Like I said earlier, you know, he's got skills and he can make a living out here. He could without me. He doesn't need me to make a living. But when you start going into the off season and everything like we are, and you know, he had an accident where he hurt himself, so he's not able to do a lot of solo stuff, you know, for himself. And a lot of that has to do with, well, you know, just being in business a while. See, I've been in business so long that I rarely have problems with work, right? Now, yeah, we get slow, but usually one of the factors of why we get slow is because once I get a guy out here and I get him on the right page with me, we're super efficient. So I mean, it's night and day. And my guy is great at everything, every aspect of working out here. He's good at, right? I'm talking about the little things, the where to weed eat, how to do it. I don't have to have no conversation with him about technique. The only conversations I have to have with him and myself is how can we make better time. That's and I would be like that rather he had 20 years experience or 6 weeks experience or not out here at all. I would be looking at how can I be faster. Matter of fact, that's what I'm looking at when I hire somebody. I'm looking in the mirror and I'm saying, okay, Ray, how can you be faster? How can you be better? How can you be more lucrative? How can you, you know, do everything more efficiency, but with better efficiency? How can you do all this stuff? And my answer is hire somebody. That'll help do all that stuff. So by the mere fact that I'm hiring someone tells you I'm looking in the mirror at myself too, okay? I don't want everybody to come at me talking about, man, you dogging your help out and blah, 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 blah. And you ain't taking no accountability, responsibility in anything. We're not losing money. We're doing the work. But we can do better and we can make more money. Isn't that the goal of pay for performance? It is for me, because he gets paid on the same scale I get paid on. Now, in the beginning, I have to come out of my pocket a little bit deeper based on the money that we're making because guys don't know the properties. But once they learn the properties, then we can take it up a notch. And that's kind of, and I am rushing it a little bit because of the timing of everything. The drought screwed us out of a cut on, you know, 60% of the properties that we do. So that's one cut that we didn't get paid for, and that's another and a cut that we one less cut he has experience with. Like this would normally be the third time he'd be over here at this one, or the fourth time, the third time, but it's only the second time. See. And you got to weigh that, man. But I don't want people to think that I don't that I want to get rid of my guy or anything. It couldn't be farthest from the truth. I want a guy to come out here. I want him to learn how I do things, and I want him to see how much money he can make, and then I want him to help me expand on that. Guys that get their butt hurt every time I say something to them, they're not going to last out here. They're not, because I'm not gonna live in that butt hurt world, you know. So for guys that you know are a little, you know, snowflakey, this is what me and my guy talked about when he came on. He know, and the thing about it is, I don't think that he's gonna get his butt hurt like everybody else does, because he knows the channel and he knows that I have well intention. And a lot of times when I'm doing the videos, it doesn't come off like that. It comes off as I'm mad, angry at the world, but I'm not. I'm just proactive in making us better. Me, him, the business, more lucrative, and better density, better everything. I want to be better at everything today than I was yesterday, as corny as that sounds. So that was the video yesterday, and you know, and again, his work ethic and his character and all that, that's not in question. But the way that we manage our time out here is what I run into with everybody that's ever been out here, ever. It don't matter how much experience they got, because I ain't hearing it until they're out here for a minute. And the guys have got to be able to, if a guy can make it out here a season, then at the end of that season, he'll understand and he'll know exactly what I'm saying, and he'll be like, damn, I'm telling you, the light bulb will go off in his head, and he will see that the intention is to make more money. But he has a leg up on other guys that come out here, because he's already watching the channel for a couple of years. So that helps a lot in the way he sees things, and the way it's almost like he knows me a little bit from the channel. Like he knows my reaction to stuff is going to be what it is. It's not, you know, I don't think that that what I said yesterday was a bad thing, really, because I'm looking in the mirror at myself too. I'm looking at, by the mere fact that I hire somebody tells you I'm looking in the mirror, because I'm asking myself, when I don't have anybody out here, I'm asking myself the exact same thing I'm asking myself now. How can we be better? Is it ever good enough? And my answer to that at this point in time in my life and in my career, it ain't. It ain't. Me, him, the business, we can do better. You know, I don't know what the tipping scale is for when it's good. I don't know if that exists, but right now I know that we can do better. And the guys that come out here and work for me, they got to believe that. They got to believe that I know what I'm talking about, because based on my experience out here.